I love roses, so I decided to have the roses first, and then I had the heart to, artistically say my love for roses.
Wow.
So in the end, they'll be joined up by thorns, and I'll have more roses going up my shoulders. Yeah, I love them. Portraits of my brothers on my arms, on my shoulders, and then, at the top, very tops of my arms, and then Mary on my left calf and Jesus Christ on my right calf.
Wow.
I think that the body is a sketchbook, and if you want to adapt your body to make it even more personal to yourself, and it'll grow with you forever. And that's the reason why I got roses as well, because they'll wither and die away with me.
Each daisy represents a person who I've lost in my family. There's 9. Yeah, it's just something I wanted to do. Was it about a year and a half ago? It was painful, some parts. Other parts were okay. I just had it done, had it wrapped up, and just kept adding cream to it. It was fine.
Me and my best friend have the same, but she's got a blonde one, which is me, and then I've got the brown-haired one, and it's just like a friendship tattoo because we've been friends for about 10 years. So one day we were just like, should we go and get something done? And then we did, and then that happened. It means something. If it was something that was like silly, like a little something, I probably would regret it, but because it means something to me, I think I'll always love it. It's just like, it's my best friend, and it's like pretty, so yeah, it's like she'll always be there. She's like got the same, so I'm walking around with her and she's walking around with me. So yeah, it's like exactly the same apart from the hair colour and the eye colour. So everything, same colours of the body, everything, yeah. So
it's the lowest flower, and I got it because it symbolises, overpowering and strength and all stuff like that. And it was at a point in my life where I become a stronger person. So I got it just to remind myself to always keep strong. It's just more of a life experiences that have happened to me, like past relationships and stuff, and not being treated right. So it's kind of like the whole thing that you can be strong and on your own, and you don't need that kind of thing. So it's that kind of idea behind it.
I got it in remembrance of my pony, and also it matches my sister's. We've got the same tattoo, and the quote is from The Lion King, but quite personal to us. It says remember who you are, so it's just about not letting go of things that are important, and trying to stay true to who you are, I suppose. And the horse, yeah, I want to remember him as well, so. I suppose it's on display a lot, so I like it when people ask about it. Yeah.
Well, it's actually 2 tattoos. The black bars are the first tattoo I ever got, and it's the logo of a band called Black Flag. They're a punk rock band from the 80s, and they're kind of the reason that me and my first girlfriend got together. So I kind of got that to remember all the times we had together. And the other one, the letters, when I first moved away from home, I kind of missed home a little bit, and that's just a little reminder of me and my buddies. I wouldn't say that it changes the way I behave, but it does kind of rekindles a lot of memories when I look at them, and feelings. And I don't, because a lot of my tattoos aren't in places that I look at often, so it's just, when I'm it's not a show-off thing, it's a little personal thing for me, yeah.
This one really rings true with my own personal spiritual beliefs. And then upon thinking a little bit more about it, having already done a couple of tattoos myself with a sewing needle, tattoos for me are really important because they're more about symbology than about the artwork themselves. I would never get a very detailed picture with shading and colours and things. For me, I like very plain block stamp symbols because the only person they really have to mean anything to is me. So that's the main reason that I got my tattoos, and the main reason I've had all of my tattoos done at this point. Obviously quite a meaningful symbol, more so than a ring or something like this. But yeah, they're very important to me. They're part of me. They'll be there forever. If you don't love every inch of yourself, it's more about having this representational and a reminder to myself of what they mean. Is more the idea behind it than as an extrovert.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to give you a massive sob story, but I didn't have a very good childhood, coming from a travelling family from Ireland, being brought over to England and chased around the country, and just had many hardships. So each tattoo which I have signifies me coming from rock bottom to where I am today. For instance, the ones on my neck signify being strong, responsible, having to fight for what I've had today, being wise in my decisions and also being free. And then the one on from my hand to up to the top of my arm is for me basically dying inside, and then a little story about how I've had bad influences and how I rose to the top on the church steeple, and now I'm looking over everything which is bad and just knowing that I'm on top of everything. But that's pretty much no beliefs really, no belongings either. It just signifies like what's going on in my mind. So yeah, that's pretty much why my tattoos are all over me. Oh yeah, just an extra thing to add to my body, isn't it? My body's my temple, and I'm going to decorate it how I will.
One for my dad, and I got it because it says "I don't steal the air I breathe," and it's a quote from one of my favourite songs by the Distillers. But it's not only that; it's a quote from Elizabeth Cady, who was a crucial part of the feminist movement in New York. And I just always thought that it was a really strong thing for a woman to say in the early 1900s, and I would always sort of admired that. And it's sort of something I'd always try and stick by. Just whenever I'm feeling down, I just remember that I do have a place in the world. So it's always nice to sort of see that and remember that it's empowering.
Right, I had that one done because that's my nickname, Ozzy, for Ozzy Osbourne. And that one is my daughter, Sinead. Well, I don't know, one, she's my daughter and she's my baby daughter. And two, just, I don't know, just something to remember it by, innit? She's always there and she's always close to me. Yeah? You get me? She's 4. Yeah, I've had her 4 years. She's grown up too quick now, so. Well, it hurt a bit when it went on, but still. It's healing now, that one, because it's new, that one, see, so as soon as it heals, so no, it's no meaning to her, it's just she's my daughter, and as far as I'm concerned, if she's there, she's close to my heart, innit? Mad, innit? No, that's just my nickname, that is, that's all it is, just my nickname,
Yeah, I like tattoos, that's why I make him, because I like have a picture in my hands, my body. I like the tattoo, it's like a memory from my life, something like that. I make that one when my son is born. That's for me, I have the name as well. That's remember my son. That one, I don't know, to remember me, I don't know.
Well, the bird's holding a necklace with a heart on it, and it's because I wanted to get the quote, throw your heart out in front of you, and when I had to catch it, but at the time I didn't want writing, so I thought a bird was a nice way of just saying that. And then "You Are My Sunshine," my mum used to sing it to me when I was a little girl, so that's why I got that one, because it reminds me of her. And she's actually next week getting "My Only Sunshine," which is the next part of the song, so it's like a matching thing between me and my mum. Yeah, we're just going to get the whole song imprinted on both of us.
One on my neck is 3 people that passed away, and each star means that person, so that one means a lot as well. So yeah, it's fun though at the end. Yeah, I had that one because I love riding like BMX and motorbikes, so it means a lot to have that on me. So, and I don't know, that one just looked good, so I had it. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just something different, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's a way of art, isn't it, I suppose? I've got one on my arm, which an ex-boyfriend of mine chose for me rather than having his name done, who's now dead, so that means a lot to me, do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just mad stories from all of them, do you know what I mean? A lot was down to partying when I was a kid. I was 12 when I had my first one, and there's all been good nights.
On my forearms, I got them when I was 18. They were something I did because other people were doing it. The one on my bicep on my right arm is my son. That was for my son when he was born 13 years ago. And the one down the left hand side, that's my ex-girlfriend. Yeah, that one is from the one on my bicep is for my son. That was when he was born, and I just every time I look at that, it just reminds me of him all the time. Friend, about 5 years. I love my son. I loved my ex-girlfriend, so I had the tattoos for them.
My aunt had passed away and I was extremely close to her, so I thought the best way to remember her is just put a tattoo, and just I always remember her being so happy, so I got it. I don't always see it, but I know it's there because I know she's always with me, so I just got it. But because I'm in school, I have to hide it, so that's the best place for it, really. Most often it's really good feelings, but of course I miss her every day, so sometimes it's bad, but most often it's like memories of what I've had with her, so it's mainly good.
For me, tattoos are like an extension of your personality, so it's a bit like, the way I always describe it is some people will paint their front door white or red or green, and it's a bit like that. It's a kind of extension of something. It just makes it a bit more exciting, I suppose. They've all happened at certain points in my life, but their meanings are kind of secret within what they are. But I've always had something done if something major has happened or something as major has changed. But I always choose something that kind of makes me smile, because it sort of... for some of them, it's just been like major changes in my life. So when I've got both my arms fully tattooed. I had one of those done when I hit 21. And then the other one done at 30, so they were sort of milestones in my life. And then other ones have been sort of changes that have happened, like when I've moved city or I don't know, it's just to have a bit of a change sometimes as well. I just look and I think, yeah, that looks a bit bald and looks a bit boring. And my tattoos were kind of an adornment that came afterwards. It kind of just sort of balanced everything out in a way. Being exactly the same, I think actually it's given me more confidence, because I was very unconfident when I was younger. But the tattoos kind of give me a bit more confidence. Like when I look in the mirror, I kind of feel a bit more, I kind of feel normal in a way, just quite colourful.